Yo, what's up guys? Before I get into the video, I have an announcement to make. My friend and I are starting a new podcast called the Betwixt Ideas podcast, which essentially just takes random topics and we just talk about them at length for like an hour to 2 hours. We're really excited to get this out. We are going to drop some episodes quite soon, but for now, we have a Twitter account and a YouTube page for you guys to follow. We're looking to put this out on Spotify, YouTube, and I think Apple Music podcast sort of thing as well, and for you guys to enjoy. So I'd rather just advertise it here, just let you guys know that it's coming. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the Twitter. I really appreciate that. And yeah, let's get on to the video. Video games have gone through multiple changes since its golden age in the 90s to now in terms of design standards, graphics capability, and appeal. Back in the day, most games were short, sweet, and might last you a few months if you're lucky. Nowadays, most games are massive, ever expanding, and usually supposed to last a year on average, or even a whole generation. I have a love-hate relationship with this current standard, as I'm very happy to be able to get a lot of playtime from a few games a year, but sometimes I feel like they overstay their welcome and get old quick. Gone are the days of short and sweet games in abundance. Don't get me wrong, occasionally we get the odd game that fits the genre, such as Tetris 99, Portal, Super Hot, but today I want to talk about a game that I feel is the perfect example of being short and sweet.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi!
Crazy Taxi is one of the most thrilling, no filler, all killer video games I've ever played. It's a score attack game where you drive a taxi and rack up a high score driving fast, doing tricks and avoiding traffic. What's a score attack game, you ask? So think of games like Pac-Man, old school arcade games, a few shoot 'em ups like Galaga, Ikaruga. There's no long drawn out story. There's no super long cutscenes, just pure uncut fire gameplay. If I had to describe this game in the best way possible, I feel like this is a result of what would happen if we locked Captain Falcon and Randy Savage in a room and forced them to make a video game. Everything about this game is turned up to 100 to amp up the player to drive faster than the speed of sound. The music is loud punk music, the graphics are bright with a loud contrast, the characters are all very much stereotypes from the 90s in which this game was a product of. Its presentation is a 10 out of 10 for me personally. Anyone can pick this game up and play without much of an explanation and enjoy themselves for a good amount of time. Its concept is simple and its gameplay is super enjoyable. I mean, just take a look at this gameplay.
Ready? Go to the original. Okay, you ready? Yeah! Wow! Okay, you ready? That way, right?
Your taxi can't get destroyed or damaged, so there isn't any serious penalty in crashing into anything except for slowing you down. You don't run out of petrol or gas, there's no penalty for running people over, you're practically unstoppable. So there isn't much to worry about except getting from point A to point B. At first, what retains Crazy Taxi's replayability for me personally and introduces a nice layer of depth is the Crazy Box challenges and the mechanics that are taught with each challenge. Crazy Box challenges are essentially the game's challenge mode, but some challenges introduce each mechanic that the player will need to get good at using in order to complete the challenge. These challenges range from easy to very unforgiving. This is what separates the men from the boys and expects you to learn all the crazy moves one by one so well to the point where you can do them from muscle memory alone. Moves such as the crazy dash to get a boost of energy, the crazy drift to take corners and turns without losing speed, crazy break to be able to stop on a dime and help pick people up quickly. These are only a small handful of tricks needed to shave off as much time as possible. This is the point in which the player realizes that it's not enough just to go from point A to point B and get there when you get there, but now it's about having to use every single tool at your disposal to perfect the route between point A to point B to earn a high score, which is what keeps people coming back to Crazy Taxi over and over again. That thrill of chasing a perfect run and beating a high score, this may not sound very deep or intricate to some of you, but that really the whole point of Crazy Taxi. Is just pure dumb fun. This review is short and it isn't me trying to convince you that This game is like a thinking man's game, and it presents a gourmet style of experience. No, this game, in a nutshell, is fast food bliss in every good sense of the term. Think back to those Burger King and McDonald's adverts from the 90s, you know, where the burger patty hits on the grill and like the flames come up and stuff like that. This game is like if you ordered the latest and greatest burgers and fries meal and it looked exactly how it looked like in the advertisements and the menu and tasted better than what you expected it to taste like. It may not be the longest game in the world, or the deepest game, or even the most groundbreaking game in the world, but sometimes less is more. Which is why I'm giving this game a classic out of 10. Please play this game. It's super cheap on Steam and it's an unforgettable good time.
It's time to check out how you did today. Now let's take a look. Class A license. You did pretty cool, but there's one more step to the top. Think you can get there? Game over.